Hi, David.
Hey there, how are you?
This is our interpreter, Anton.
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 Yeah. Hello, David.
Nice to meet you.
Okay, so we are ready.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. So, Anton, what is your professional background?
In English, in translation, or in like therapy?
In therapy.
Vladimir's method.
Okay, perfect. That's all I need to know.
Good. Yeah, regression therapy.
You'll be great.
Thank you.
Okay, so what I need you to do, Vladimir.
Just a moment, we have
Okay.
some preparation.
It's very bright outside. I thought it was nighttime there.
No, it's the evening.
It's the evening, yeah.
What time?
19.
19, yeah. 7 p.m.
One second.
So, and how did you get your degree in translation?
I have no any degree in translation. I just used to study in American online university, and then I lived abroad, and I was speaking a lot with other people.
Oh, great. Where did you live?
In Thailand, in Spain, in
beautiful.
India, yeah, and everywhere. I used to like hang out mostly with Americans.
Yeah, I'm sure they loved it.
Yeah.
You know, Americans love to meet Russians. They do, because we have this mystery around Russia, because our media tells us how bad you are, and we love to get to know you. It's very funny.
Good. So
we know that the media is lying. We already know that, and that creates even a bigger mystery and a bigger desire for Americans to meet Russians. It's very funny.
Good. So, David, how are we going to work?
Okay, all you're going to do is sit next to Vladimir, and then I'm going to give you instructions on what to do, like to work on his shoulder or under his back. I'll explain very clearly what you're to do. Other than that, you can just sit and watch what happens to his body.
Okay. Do you need
it's very
to see?
simple. I do this all the time.
Okay. Do you need to see what Vladimir's doing?
Yes, I'm going to have to watch his body, but he has to do a couple standing exercises before he lays down.
Okay.
You ready?
Yes, we are ready.
All right.
And we will tape record it, okay?
Okay, that's fine. So what I need you to do is you're going to take a wide stand like this.
Okay.
Point the camera down a little bit so I can see his legs.
Okay.
Wider than that. There you go. Good. Now, just hang down forward, all the ways to the ground, and stay there and take 3 deep breaths.
Все, 3 глубоких вдоха-выдоха.
Пока держусь?
Да. Okay. 3.
Okay, then reach over to one foot.
Okay, say it again.
One foot.
Нагнись к одной ноге.
Yep. And take 3 breaths here.
И 3 глубоких вдоха там. Good.
The other foot.
Другой ноге. И 3 глубоких. 3 deep breaths.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay.
Now, reach through your legs behind you and take 3 breaths.
Okay. Также теперь ноги назад. Прогинайся и 3 глубоких вдоха. Okay.
Okay, now. Let's see if I can move. All right. Put your hands back here.
Руки на поясницу.
Okay? And now you're going to push your pelvis forward.
Ага.
That's it. Not so deep.
Не так сильно.
It should be comfortable, not difficult.
Okay.
Окей.
Take 3 breaths.
3 глубоких вдоха. Окей.
Now twist in one direction.
Повернись. Ага.
Good. Take 3 breaths.
3 глубоких вдоха. Окей.
And twist to the other
И в
side.
другую сторону то же самое. Окей.
And come to the front again and hold it 3 more breaths.
Ага. Окей.
Okay, come out of that
Возвращайся.
and shake out your legs.
Тряси ноги.
Okay, now lay down on your mat, your yoga mat.
Ложись. On the back?
Yes.
Ложись на спину.
Okay, so put your legs like this.
Ага. Ступни свои. Окей.
Just rest.
И отдыхай.
All right, now pick your pelvis up as far as you can without hurting yourself.
Ага. Поднимай поясницу. Так.
Good. And just hold that position,
Так, держись.
and you will experience a little bit of bouncing or rocking back and forth.
Ага. И тебя будет немного потрясать вперед, назад, вверх-вниз.
And the bouncing and rocking back and forth is because we are loosening the muscles that he usually uses to control his body.
Ага. И покачивание будет происходить, потому что ты расслабляешь мышцы, которые контролируют твое тело.
And the reason we're doing that is because we want to activate this shaking mechanism, so we have to release the tightness of the holding muscles.
Ага. И причина, по которой мы это делаем, чтобы высвободить напряжение, которое напрягает мышцы.
Какие мышцы там сказал? Tightening muscles. Что за мышцы?
What kind of muscles? The psoas muscle?
The psoas muscle and the spinal muscles.
Мышцы спины и поясницы, которые мышцы соединяют спину с ногами.
That's why I'm having you pick your pelvis up so high, it's going all the way to your shoulders.
Ага. Поэтому тебе так надо высоко поднять поясницу, чтобы прям до плечей тебя пробрало.
Now don't stay there if it's painful.
Если очень больно, не оставайся так. Не держи эту позицию.
You do lifting. Anton, does he lift weights?
Ты тягаешь железо? Поднимаешь? No.
Okay. So your body is just naturally strong.
Ты природа такой сильный, да? Yeah. He's naturally strong.
Okay, set your pelvis down.
Опускай. Ага.
Let your knees relax open again.
Колени раскрывай, расслабляй.
Полностью?
Да.
So just rest for a minute.
Ага, минутку отдохни.
You have a very big stretch in your adductor muscles, which is unusual for men.
Растяжка хорошая.
Да.
Okay, so you use centimeters in Russia, is that correct?
Yeah.
Okay, so how many centimeters is this?
Like this. Maybe 3.
Half of that.
Ага.
1.5 centimeters, close your knees.
Ага. Закрывай колени, оставляй промежуток между ними 1,5 сантиметра.
Вот так?
Like this?
No, keep them open again.
Open, раскрывай.
1.5 centimeters up.
Чуть-чуть подними на 1,5 сантиметра. Вот так.
Okay.
Okay.
And now just wait there. Now what we're doing is we're holding the adductors in a state of gentle tension.
Держим эти мышцы ног чутка напряженными.
And they're going to start to tremor because they're going to try to figure out whether they should open or close the knees.
И они будут немного потрясываться, потому что они будут думать, что им стоит сделать, сводить колени или наоборот разводить.
And Anton, I want you to tell me if you see any movement in his legs.
Yeah, I see a little bit trembling.
Where?
Here.
Yes, very good. Okay. So that's the adductor muscle. So we're just going to wait a little bit as long as it's not painful.
Не больно?
Okay, so here's what's happening. We've already activated the shaking mechanism. And now we want to increase it to get it stronger because we're going to try to get it to go through the psoas muscle into his back. So right now it's very delicate, but we need it to be stronger.
Вот отсюда, из этих мышц, надо, чтобы они побольше потрясывали, чтобы это напряжение, что тряска начала переходить в эту поясничную мышцу. Вот, и прям до спины. Waist long, waist талия, long поясница, и это psoas muscle.
And so, Vladimir, where do you feel the tremors?
On my knees.
Okay.
Now,
close your knees again, just a little bit.
Чуть-чуть снова свои колени, 1,5 сантиметра.
That's all. Perfect.
Отлично.
Do you have shaking on both your right and your left side?
Справа и слева, да? Yes, both sides.
Does it feel like the shaking is equal?
Одинаково трясутся, потрясывают справа и лево?
Yes, but left knee is more heavier.
Left knee is heavier, but the trembling is similar on both sides.
Okay. And does he have an injury on his left knee?
У тебя есть травма на левом колене?
Yes, I don't have injury. Он же имеет операцию.
Injury, you mean operational?
Yeah.
Нет.
No operation, but I have some kind of physical trauma on my knee, on left knee.
Physical trauma, no operation.
And what did it come from?
Как это случилось? Откуда?
Once upon a time, in the middle of the night, I feel the pain on my knee, and doctors don't know how it exists. So it just happens.
Okay. All right. And what do you notice about the tremors? Are they changing at all?
Меняется потрясение в ногах? No difference.
Okay, and where do you feel the tremors again?
Где ты сейчас чувствуешь потрясение? Мышцы где-то там сокращаются?
On my knees and upper of it.
Knees, thighs.
And thighs. Okay. Yeah. Close your knees a little more.
Еще немного своди.
Ну, скажи, что в животе начинает чувствовать.
Yeah. His belly is shaking.
Okay, cool. So that's what we're looking for.
Это
If
что
we
нужно.
create a bigger charge, there you go. See, it goes up the spine?
Yeah.
Okay. And that's very strong. So I know it's going through the psoas muscle, up the spinal column, into the neck.
Ага. Через поясничную мышцу идет по спине к шее.
Take a deep breath.
Глубокий вдох.
Close your knees a little more.
Еще немного сзади. Колени. Ага.
Okay. So, Anton, I want you to go and sit at his head, above his head. And now you're just going to put your hand underneath his head and his neck so that you're holding it.
Okay.
Because that's it. There you go, just like that. And just hold it. Take a breath, Vladimir. Now close your knees a little more and turn the bottoms of your feet so they are flat on the floor.
Ступни на пол. Ага.
That's it. Good. There you go. Now see the left shoulder starting to move?
I think both shoulders starting to move.
Yeah, both shoulders. Now his hips are starting to move. So we just have to be patient. The tremor mechanism is working fine. That's it. Take a breath and let the tremor come and go. This is natural.
Ага.
I feel the vibration in my legs, but it looks like that it's some kind of block that stops it to spread for a whole body. Правильно я сказал?
Да.
That's perfect that you can feel it. The tremor mechanism is going to release the block. That's what it's designed to do. See, so we're just going to give it some time and be patient. And if it can't release it, then I'm going to have Anton make some interventions.
Тремор будет пробивать этот блок. Если не пробьет, то надо поделать.
Take a deep breath and let out a sigh. Ah. No, just ah. That's it. Good. See, there's a blockage in the hips.
У тебя выляжка блок?
У меня чувство идет в пояснице. То есть ноги хорошо, вообще отлично вибрируют, а вот дальше хуево идет.
Legs are good, shaking, and there is a block in waist, a lower.
Yes, exactly. And we can see that because if you watch, the waist tries to move a little bit, but you can see that it can't. So then what it does is it goes into the spinal column and comes up the body because the block in the waist is too strong.
Блок поясничного сильно идет по позвоночнику и переходит наверх, потому что блок поясницы очень сильный.
doing good, Vladimir. You're okay. All right. Anton, can you get a pillow to put under Vladimir's head so you don't have to hold it?
Okay. Okay.
Oh, that's perfect. Okay, good. Now, I want you to go down to his knees.
Yes.
Okay. And so, what you're going to do is you're going to put your hands gently on the outside of his knees.
Do we need to take away the socks? Is it important?
Only if his feet are slipping, then you should take away the socks.
No, it's okay.
Okay. So you don't want to stop the shaking mechanism. You want to play with it a little bit because his legs are going to push against you. And what we're going to try to do is move the tremor from the legs into the pelvis. That's it. That's it. See the pelvis is moving differently now? See that?
Не будем оставить.
Куда мы перемещаем вибрацию из ног в паузу?
Pelvis слабок.
The pelvis what?
Да, я чувствую.
Yeah, he's feeling there.
Yeah. I can see it. That's it. There goes the pelvis and the shoulders. See that? They should connect to each other. There we go. That little wiggle, movement back and forth, is telling me it's trying to get rid of the tension in the pelvis. Vladimir, take a deep breath, let out a sigh. That's good. There, it's in the neck. Okay, you can let go of his knees.
Okay.
Дякую.
Close your knees a little more. See, Vladimir, the upper part of your body is more free than the lower part. That's why you're getting so much tremor in your neck and shoulders, is because the hips are too tight.
He's feeling that his legs are shaking much more than his neck.
Yes, his legs are, but not his hips.
Но не ляжки, не тазовая часть.
Put your hands on the outside of his knees again. And we'll just wait. We're going to still try to help his hips open up more.
Okay. Should I play with his knees?
Yeah, just a little bit so that you don't stop the tremor, but you also inhibit it a little bit.
Играю с колени, чтобы не останавливать, то играть всю ногу, как раз ее спровоцировать.
No, I feel it stops.
He feel it stops.
Okay, then take your hands away. Are you okay, Vladimir?
I'm okay.
It's okay.
I feel very heavy vibration in my knees, on my legs.
Do you hear him properly?
No, the vibration on his left knee is different?
You know, it's heavy vibration on both his legs.
Okay. All right, so we're going to try a couple of things. Do you have another pillow there?
Yeah.
Okay, so Vladimir, let your left leg slide flat onto the floor, and Anton, you put the pillow under his knee. Let it go straight, Vladimir. Straight down. That's it, just like that.
It should be straight, left leg straight.
Yes.
Да, прямая.
Because we're activating the tremor mechanism in the right leg, and we're letting the left leg stay passive.
Ага, левая нога пассивная, активируем тряску через правую ногу.
Because that will often help the tremors go down the leg so that we can help heal the injury in his left knee.
Okay. Can you say it again to explain it?
Yes. When he straightens the knee,
когда колено прямое,
the tremors will often go down the leg.
Тремор пойдет вниз по ноге.
Try to heal the injury in his left knee.
И будет лечить левое колено.
There you can see the tremors in the pelvis.
Yes.
Okay. So that's because of this position he's in. We're trying to loosen the pelvis. Can you feel this, Vladimir?
Чувствуешь, как тебе таз трясется? Yeah, he feels it.
Okay. Breathe. That was the deepest access to your tension pattern that you've gotten so far.
Было самое глубокое проникновение.
Right there. Good. Okay, bring your left knee back up.
Поднимай левое колено.
Close your knees a little more.
Чуть-чуть. Ага, так.
There we go. That's what we're looking for right there.
Отлично. Как раз это и нужно было.
That's the breakthrough in the hips. Anton, put your hands gently on the tops of his feet, down towards his toes.
Right here.
No, down towards his toes. That's it. Just like that.
Okay.
And Vladimir, move your feet slightly wider apart.
Чуть-чуть разровняй.
Is it okay, this kind of movement?
Yeah, this is fine because what it's doing is breaking that tight holding pattern. That's why you have big movement.
Это развивает напряжение мышц.
Take your hands off, Anton. Vladimir, move your feet a little wider apart. Your feet. Not your knees, your feet.
Uh-huh.
That's it. Now close the knees some more.
Uh-huh.
Turn the bottoms of your feet so they're flat.
Uh-huh.
That's it. That's it. There you go. That's it. Breathe with that, Vladimir. You're okay. It's a lot of work your body's doing. You're going to be tired after this. There, that's the breaking up of the holding pattern right there. It's what we call the freeze response. It's breaking up the freeze response.
Это разбивает замирание.
It looks like it's completely spontaneous. So.
Yes. Yeah, this is very good.
Should I block his feet from slipping down?
Yes, that's a good idea. But just hold them lightly.
Yeah.
That's good. See, every time you hold his feet, it pushes the shaking mechanism further up his body.
Каждый раз, когда я делаю все ноги, механизм это выше по телу идет.
Yes, this is your ticket to freedom right here when your body moves like this. Because you can see it's moving the hips and the shoulders.
Say it again, please.
It's moving the hips and the shoulders.
Ляжки, бедра и плечи, отлично.
And they're trying to reconnect with each other because they have somehow separated.
Они должны соединяться как раз здесь, вот этой тряской, потому что они раздельны.
And so now we see the pattern creating a cycle. We've seen this 3 times already.
Теперь паттерн образует цикл.
And so that means it's following some pattern inside the body, and it will repeat it until it finishes getting rid of the tension.
И этот паттерн будет повторяться до тех пор, пока напряжение полностью не выйдет.
Okay, let your legs slide down and take a rest for a minute. How do you feel?
Как себя чувствуешь?
I feel something like a flow.
Like a flow.
And where do you feel the flow?
Где чувствуешь поток?
Okay.
In his arms?
Okay. So we have seen his whole body move except his arms.
Мы видели, как двигается все твое тело, кроме твоих рук. Yeah?
So, Vladimir, take your right hand, reach over to your left shoulder,
Правая рука на левое плечо.
and give it a nice deep massage.
Массируй себя глубоко.
Very deep and strong, and go all the ways down your left arm.
Ага, и от плеча прям до конца левой руки массируй.
Squeeze really tight all the muscles all the ways down your left arm. Like this. Grab it tight like this.
Сильно, крепко.
Always down your hand too.
Say it again.
Always into his hand.
Прям до пальцев. Ну, как бы да. Palm, fingers, hand.
And then massage the other arm the same way.
И теперь то же самое с другой рукой.
Now, take your time.
Спокойно. Спокойно, ритме.
Very good. Okay, so let your arms rest on the floor.
Положи руки на пол, расслабь их.
And bring your knees back up again.
Колени снова вверх.
Move your feet a little further away from you.
Чуть ступни подальше от себя.
That's it. And now just wait.
Просто жди.
Can you move the camera a little bit so I can see his upper body?
Okay.
Thank you.
Big shaking in his belly.
Uh-huh. Very good. Let your legs rest open if that's what your body is doing naturally.
Если хочется вот так вот расслабить свои ноги, пусть так и будет. Если тело так хочется, естественно.
There you go. Good for you. Okay, close your knees up again.
Сведи колени вверху.
Now we'll do one last intervention, Anton, to try to see if we can move the tremors into his arms. Okay? So, watch me here. I need you to, you're going to stick your hand under his back to between the spine and the shoulder blade. I'll show you where.
Okay.
So go to his right side.
Right side, okay.
Yeah. Now, under his arm, put your hand in like this.
Parallel to the shoulder blade?
Yes. Okay, now, turn your fingers up like this so you're poking into his, that's it. Now see if you can find a tension place there. Ask Vladimir if there's a place that's tight or painful.
No tension, no pain.
Try moving it down his spine further and closer to the spinal column.
Yeah, we found it.
Okay. All right, so push up into it. Vladimir, you take a deep breath. That's it.
Should I push and hold or just push and like many times push?
Just push and hold, but the tension might move, so you might have to move it up or down or closer to the spine or further away. You're going to follow the release of the tension pattern. And Vladimir, you help him learn where it is. He has a big body, so push harder into him. You can use your other hand too.
Yes, I feel shaking. Yeah,
there you go. Look at his arm. See? Yeah. Okay, now you can let go. Very good, Anton. See that? That's it. We're going to let that release happen for a little bit, and then we'll work on the other side. Very good. Take a breath. He's going all the way to his wrist. And so now he's connecting his arm to his body. Because before it was disconnected.
Yeah, he feels the shaking. Really strong.
Yeah. Yep. Just follow that. Your body is correct.
Все правильно, продолжай так. Позволяй всему уходить.
There it goes. There. Now that twist is very helpful for the body.
It feels like a little bit like a drug trip.
Yeah, exactly. Well, that's because there is a chemical response that's happening in him, and it's a chemical response of pleasure.
Химия удовольствия выделяется в твоем теле.
Because his body is releasing all of the tension in the muscle and fascia that he's been holding in his arm for so long.
Все, что держал, выходит.
There you go. Breathe. Take another deep breath, Vladimir.
Should we proceed with another hand?
Yes, do the other side the same way. That's it. Find the tight spot, Anton.
Yeah, I'm looking for it. This? Good.
That's it. Push in real hard, Anton, because he's a tough guy. There it goes, starting to release.
Вот, заебись.
Breathe with that. Good job, Anton. Very good.
Thank you.
Повыше положено.
Mm-hmm.
Так. Повыше. Вот, вот, вот.
There, see, that's the shoulder trying to release. There, see how they can now talk to each other. So now we know we've restored the symmetry, which is the balance between the left and right sides.
Мы установили симметрию между правой и левой стороной.
Паша, это вообще что-то...
Это на лыжах ходишься.
And to breathe really and make a sound.
Да, выпускай.
That's a very frustrated tension pattern.
Много фрустрации выходит.
Okay, slide your legs down flat.
Ага, вытяни ноги.
Straight. That's it.
Ага.
Okay, you just stay there and rest for a minute, and we're going to finish the session.
Ага,
That was a
отдохни минутку.
lot of body work.
Ага, много работы было проделано, минутку отдохни. Потом будем заканчивать сессию.
Your body worked very hard to do that.
Тело очень хорошо поработало.
So don't be surprised if you're very tired tonight.
Не удивляйся, если устанешь сильно.
So roll over to your side.
Повернись на бок.
That's it. And push yourself up with your hands now.
И поднимай тело через руками, отталкиваясь от пола.
That's it. Nice and easy.
Спокойно. Ага.
Okay. Very good. That was wonderful. Okay, Anton, go sit beside him.
Окей.
All right, so Vladimir, tell me what that was like. What do you...
It
What
was a
did you
very
hear?
interesting experience because before you, I worked with hundreds body specialists, osteopaths, kinesiologists, massagists, manual therapists, some kind of physical body psychotherapist and something like this. And I've never experienced something like this, never.
Yeah. And so let me explain the difference. In all of those other methods, physiotherapists, body workers, they're using the cortex, the conscious part of the brain, and trying to access your body by manipulating it. When I activate the shaking mechanism, that's the brain stem. It's a very primitive part of the brain. And so when we give it permission, it can travel through the body where it needs to go, not where I decide it should go. You understand the difference? That's why this is different, is because it finds the patterns in your body that other physical therapists don't know about because you can't see them. That makes sense?
Yes. And
okay, so now, all of that frustration and movement in your arms, there's something that caused that in your past, probably childhood. So it's been there for many years. But it was real frustration in your body was desperately trying to get it out. But I didn't have to do psychotherapy with you because your body was doing it by itself.
So in this case, why I don't have any emotions? So I have only movement but no feeling. Sometimes I was a little bit angry, sometimes.
Right.
But no emotions. Because
in all of the therapies you've done in the past, you could have resolved all those emotions. But it's still in the tissue of the body. So now it's only the body that needs to release because you released the emotions already. See, and so if there was a little bit of anger, it just means that's all the emotion you have left in that pattern.
So sometimes some of your patients have strong emotions like crying or...
Yes, because they haven't yet resolved or released those emotions. If you had not resolved or released these emotions from some other therapy in the past, and maybe hypnotherapy, it would have come out right now.
I understand,
Okay, so that's why it's important for me to be able to deal with the emotion if it surfaces, or just let your body go and let it release the contraction, which has no emotion to it.
Mm-hmm. Cool.
Because if you had started to have strong emotions, I would have slowed you down.
Mm-hmm.
Because those are two different things. Dealing with the emotion of the human person or just dealing with the physical body of the human person.
Uh-huh.
See, and so I have to know when the emotion is getting too strong and I have to slow down the body.
Mm-hmm.
If the emotions are low, I can speed up the body.
Mm-hmm. Okay. So, thank you very much. If it's possible, I would like to repeat it, for example, once a week or once or half a month or once a month. It depends from your free time.
Right. Okay. So this session, I'm giving you this session for free.
Uh-huh.
If you want to repeat it, my charge is $150.
No problem.
For the session.
Mm-hmm.
Okay? And I would like to continue sessions for you because when I come to Russia,
mm-hmm.
if you have been doing this often, then I can work on your body physically myself and help you go much deeper.
Mm-hmm. What is the usual frequency of sessions? How often?
Generally, I tell people tremor about 15 minutes 3 times a week.
Mm-hmm.
Because I don't need you to go into big sessions like this all the time. Because right now, this is going to take about 24 hours for your body to integrate this big release that you have. So we have to be patient with the tissue in the body because it's still not finished yet.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so if we speak about a big session like this, is that okay to make one session for a week with you for your price?
Yes,
Uh-huh.
Until I see that it's too intense and I might have to slow you down.
Mm-hmm.
See, but usually I see clients 1 day a week and I see where they're able to integrate the work during the week. And if so, there's no problem.
Cool. In a Monday, I need to go to Sochi, south part of Russia, to make my seminar. So I come back May 10, and after May 10, anytime, is it possible? Let's do it again, okay?
Yes, of course. You just send me an email, and we'll make an appointment.
Okay, cool. So, thank you very much. And
you're very welcome.
And see you again after May 10.
Okay. And we also have to get your translator, Anton, to do the exercises.
Okay.
Because I want you to see how his body will react very differently from your body.
Okay, he's ready.
Okay? So we'll do that at another time. I can't do that now. And I want to talk to you just a little bit about coming to Russia. There are several people, I think 5 people in Perm.
Perm.
Do you know Perm?
Yes.
Okay, there are 5 people in Perm who are being trained in this technique. And they're being certified. And so I was telling them I was coming to Russia, but I'm not going to go to Perm because it's too far and I don't want to go. And so they wanted to know, can they sponsor another workshop for me while I am there? And so I wanted to ask you if that's okay with you.
Another workshop at Moscow or where?
We're not sure, either Moscow or St. Petersburg.
Okay, you can do it.
Okay, because I just want to be honest with you about it. Because these people being trained in Perm, they are going to be certified to know how to teach this to other people. So I'm happy to come and do your first workshop for you to demonstrate this. But if you want to continue, then I want you to continue with those people and not with me, because they're already certified and they know how to do this.
Okay, no problem. Once again, your visit for me, it's not about money. I just would like to meet you personally and learn from you.
Yay. All righty. Thank you so much. That was very fun. It was nice to meet you, Anton. And Vladimir, it was really fun to watch your body because, honestly, I was very surprised at how quickly your body was able to release at a very deep level. So that already tells me you have been doing a lot of work on yourself already. If the people who are in your training program for your technique, if they are the ones I'm working with, we will probably expect lots of big releases like this very quickly.
Okay, cool.
Okay.
Let's
as long as they do not flood and their emotions are not too strong, then we can go deeply like this. Okay.
Okay. Thank you very much, David.
Thank you.
About 1 or 2 weeks later.
Okay, that's perfect. It was very nice meeting you guys. Bye.
Thank you. Bye bye.